Bungus Hospital, which I'm an ODM party member and a life member of the party. First, I want to start by thanking my party leader, Raila Odinga, for standing for social justice, for believing in social democracy, and believing in the rule of law. I love him for one. Baba is a person who believes for what is right and speaks what is right and stands for what is right. Thank you, Baba, for giving us an opportunity to speak and air out our issues openly without any coercion. Two, I want to appreciate the decision that was made by the National Executive Council, the NEC, the topmost organ of the ODM party, and mostly the disciplinary committee, which delivered a verdict following a matter that they were hearing about the rebels. I want to stand with the NEC. I want to support their decision. And we should state as follows. Anybody who was elected under ODM party, whether as an MCA, MP, senator, governor, that person must respect the constitution of the party. ODM as a party has got its constitution that guides it. Anybody who is only in ODM party today knows very well that by the time they were running for various offices, they did sign some code of conduct, and they presented the code of conduct to their different lawyers, who assented to the code of conduct and gave them back to take it to the party. They read the instructions and they know what the party stands for, and they know how they're supposed to behave while discharging their mandates in the public and engaging in matters touching on the political affairs of ODM as a party. Therefore, I wish to say that the rebels of today, Professor Tomo Gianda, Honorable Elisho Diambo, Honorable Karoli, Honorable Paula Buor, Mark Nyameta, and many others that I've not mentioned, you are doing that which you know very well, that you are committing a problem and you are not exercising that which you're supposed to exercise within the party framework. Therefore, you are going against the dictates of the constitution of ODM party, and you deserve more apologies than chest thumping. I want to challenge you. If you think that you're very popular, if you think that you're able enough, if you think that your people supports you and can support you to be elected back to your various positions, please tender your resignations. Call those positions back and get back to serious campaigns so that you see that you are elected. That will be the only option that will give you the strength that you are just stamping about in the public. Baba did it, and we know that he did it, and we expect you to do it if at all you believe in matters social democracy. That is the only option that you have. Thank you.
And
on the roles of the members of parliament, senators, women rep, and other offices. Therefore, the fact that Raila Odinga meets William Samoei Ruto is not a guarantee for another elected leader to meet William Samoei Ruto. We know that there is a serious problem that has always made it impossible for Raila Odinga to meet William Ruto. It is out of the wishes of the Kenyan people that they make some truce. They come together so that this country can move on. And if Baba can meet William Ruto and discuss about the country as a whole, how to fix the Kenyan problems, then that is so good. But when some leader somewhere pretends to be going to William Ruto and to be sitting with William Ruto to negotiate on the affairs of the Kenyan people, but instead they are only discussing about their stomachs, we call them tumbocrats, because their decisions to work with the so-called government is not to bring development to our people, but to joke around and develop their own selfish interests. That is the difference. You realize when Baba greeted or shook the hands of of the former president of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, we can recall about so many projects that were implemented here in Kisumu. Because of that, we are fully convinced that the discussions that Baba is trying to push around is not for his own merit, but it is for the merit of the entire nation of Kenya. And that is why, if you ask me very openly and direct, I can tell you that I support that Baba should talk to William Samoei Ruto so that they fix the problems that are currently before the bipartisan committee. But not that other people are pretending that they are working with the government, but there is nothing good that they are coming out with. For example, Senator Tom Ojianda is telling us that he's working with the government. But just recently, this road that was supposed to be tarmacked, the kilometers that was supposed to cover, that it is supposed to cover, part of it was scrapped out. It is not in the budget. Now, what is the importance of working with the government if the projects that are supposed to benefit the people, they are not put in the budget, while you are pretending and you are telling us that you're working with that government? So that is why I'm saying those that are saying that they are working with the government, it is for their own interest and not the interest of the community.
Okay. So, Mheshimiwa, you mean that wakati Rais amekuita pale State House uweze ukaenda kama ni MP ama governor? Is that what you mean?
No. There are things that are fixed in the parliament. You know, as a National Assembly member, they do budget approvals in the National Assembly. If you want to go to State House, what are you going to do in the State House? There is no development that you are going to negotiate about in the State House. All developments are negotiated and approved in the National Assembly by the very members of Parliament. Therefore, that is my point. It is not wrong to go to State House, but what is it that it is taking you there? You know, the Parliament works in a way that where the minority ask got their decisions that they bring before the National Assembly, and the majority side also has got a way on how they bring their issues before the National Assembly. Therefore, when you go to State House, you are going there to just negotiate for your own self. But when you go as a team, remember last time when Baba authorized the members of Parliament and leaders from Nyanza that they meet William Samoei Ruto, his first trip to Nyanza, Baba did. They shared that idea, and Baba gave them the okay and the go ahead, clean bill of health, that you can go and meet him, and these are the issues that you need to discuss. Since when they met William Samoei Ruto, what is it that has come forward? Nothing. So it is just a joke. It is nothing serious. There is nothing serious about it. That is my concern.
Okay, one more question. Will you think that if Jalang'O goes back for election in Lang'ata, he will win the election, or he might lose it?
I can tell you very openly that let him try. He will see dust. He will not get back to the National Assembly as member of Parliament for Lang'ata constituency, simply because of the dynamics of the politics that is there. You know, the moment that position is declared vacant, then ODM as a party will use all mechanisms in place to make sure that they secure that place. And that, I can assure you, I can guarantee you very well that Jalang'O, if he decides to stand as a UDA member, then it will be hell on him. If he goes as an independent person, still it will be hell on him. The only option for Jalang'O is to come back and ask for forgiveness in the party so that he can run the affairs of the Lang'ata, and it can represent its people of the Lang'ata constituency. Because after all, the people of Lang'ata constituency voted Jalang'o as a member of ODM party, not as a member of another political party. And the people of Lang'ata believes very well in ODM party principles and ideologies. Therefore, Jalang'o should work for the people of Lang'ata through the constitution of the party, through the party ideologies. And that I can tell you very well. If he dare quits that position today, if he dare runs for another election as we speak today, Jalang'o will automatically go home.
Why is it always a problem that if you are from Nyanza region and you support another party, of which if not ODM or Azimio, there will be always chaos and problems?
It's not about chaos and problems. It's about how you do your politics. There are people that have been elected here in Nyanza outside ODM party. It is how you present yourself to the people. It is how you do your politics. If it is about issue-based politics, then it will be well. But if it is about insulting Raila Odinga, then the supporters of Raila Odinga will not allow you. They will not accept you to do that politics. There are so many people that have been elected outside ODM that have just been doing their issue-based politics. And none of them have been killed. None of them have been maimed. Nobody has ever attacked them. So, Baba is a Democrat. But the only problem, that is why people are faulting ODM as a party, is simply because of the opponents of ODM party who believes that their only way to win is just by insulting Baba. That is the problem.